Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this week's podcast of the Heaven Stevens podcast, episode 37. We're going to remember the right numbers this time.
Yes, it is 37.
It is 37. You had to think about because of backlog, huh?
Yeah.
I am one of your hosts, Arturo.
And I'm the other host, Adam.
And we have a guest on today.
I'm Sabina Moreno.
You wanna give a tag to your IG, maybe business?
Yes, I'm at SabisleekWax. I'm an esthetician. I specialize in full body waxing.
You want to get a little closer to the mic.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right.
Yeah, you're good. Can you teach me the proper terminology again?
It's esthetician, wax specialist.
Esthetician?
Esthetician.
Oh, great. All right, we're getting better at this word.
Words are hard.
Words are very hard.
Words are hard. I actually just saw this app for learning new words.
Oh, is it like the it reminds you like those like SAT apps?
Yeah.
Like where they like the word of the day?
Yeah, they'll give you a new word and you have to try to use it somehow in your day.
Really?
Yeah.
Speaking of words, do you guys play Wordle?
I don't.
I've tried.
wish
I
knew
want to
what
get
that
into
was.
it though.
I've seen, and I've been so frustrated. And then you see the actual what the word is, and I've wanted to throw my phone.
Yeah, that's what I hear. Everyone gets really frustrated
Yeah.
with
Is
that
this
game.
Is this like a game of like Wheel of Fortune? Like you're trying to guess what the word is, or what's going on?
Yeah, it kind of without the wheel. So basically, you have your keyboard, you have the different rows and the spaces. Obviously, guess the letters that are gonna go in.
Right.
You're trying to guess the word, and you could type in like say you type in fucking esthetician, and it'll highlight the letters you got right of the word.
Gotcha.
And then the ones that aren't there, you try not to use those letters again, and then you have so many tries to get the word right.
I feel like this is like another game. Isn't that kind of like Scrabble or Sudoku? Like, isn't that
It
one of
is.
those games?
Yeah, there was like
Yeah.
a word game. It was, I forget what it was called actually.
I'll be honest. Now that I think about it, in our culture, we never have any like board games or things like that are like education friendly. Like, think about it. We have fucking Loteria, where there's like a borracho right there.
Well,
That's educational.
It's educational.
In life, yes. In real
Yeah.
life, I agree. But like with like words and numbers, like I don't. Now that I think about it, we don't have anything.
I'll tell you this: you've probably seen all the things on a Loteria board,
In
and,
real life.
and never used the words in Sudoku.
Yes.
More practical.
Yeah. No,
Did
you're
you guys
right.
ever do Mad Libs when you were young? Like fill in the words?
Mad Libs.
I mean, I listened to Mad Lib, but no.
Like the little, it's like a paragraph and you have to put your words in and it's like a funny sentence afterwards.
Yeah,
I know the
I've
game.
done that before.
Yeah,
never played it.
that's fun. That's addicting.
It is. I'm trying to remember the actual game because it's an app. The one that you guys are talking about. You have a certain amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the little game widget on iMessage.
I'm not a real game widget type of guy.
Really?
Mm-mm.
You never played, the beer pong game or
I'll be
eight
honest,
ball?
The pool game, yeah, that one's super fun.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna bullshit any of you guys right now. I've never played any of those games on my phone.
Really? You
What?
never, you never iMessage games in your way in? Okay. Well,
Hey,
We
bro,
can
we're not
do it right now.
Hey, that's DNA podcast. We're not doing that, bro. That's not what we're doing. Today, it's not about us.
It's not
Today,
about us.
it's about our lovely guest, and I guess kind of because this is. I'll be honest. This is a world that we know jack shit about, and it is kind of fascinating because we know bare minimum about it. So we don't know etiquette. We don't know how it goes. We don't know process. We don't know horror stories. Like we don't know really much about it.
I mean, you really have to come in prepared. I suggest you take a shower. Exfoliation is super important because you need to take all your dead skin off. Otherwise,
Right.
I can tell because I'll know when I lay a strip and I take it off and I can see you did not do your work. But
Question: do you look at people like out in public and like you need to do better on your skin?
not
Not judging, but it's like, honey, we can do better.
Sometimes if I see something that's very clear, it's like, oh, she needs to be hydrated or she needs, niacinamide for texture or whatever the case may be. But yeah, I specialize in Brazilians all day. That's what I do. So I suggest people, just get comfortable with just growing it out for at least 2 to 3 weeks and then just get it waxed and you have so much more time without any hair and it's so nice and yeah, your partner will thank
like
you.
sit back and think about what Brazil's given to us? Jiu-jitsu,
Some of the
the
best.
Brazilian butt lift, and now
It's true.
a wax.
Is it even Brazil? I mean, yeah.
I think they started because it had to have been for a reason.
Dude, Brazil's just giving like all of America like what we
so
love.
so much great things.
So
Thank
much
you,
great
Brazil.
things.
Thank you, Brazil. Hey, give us
Shout out
great
Brazil.
Shout out Brazil. Give us Anderson Silva.
Gave
Phenomenal
us the
fighter.
Gracie family.
The Gracie. Oh my God, they're so progressive over there.
Dude, look at that. There's starts
So-
in Brazil.
Yeah.
Miami's thriving because of Brazil.
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are.
I would thrive in Miami. I would.
If your business? Holy
yes.
shit.
Mm-hmm.
Is the community of estheticians small here?
Not really. We have a lot, I feel like. I think alone inside of Phoenix Salon Suites, there's 3 different girls that wax. And mainly it's like facials and skincare and a lot of that. But I just stick to what I know. And I love waxing. And it's the easiest for me. And I can do it in less than 10 minutes. And you won't feel a thing.
Why do you love waxing, and how did you know you loved waxing?
Yeah.
What's
I
that
love
process
waxing
like?
because I hate shaving, simply, and a lot of women will agree with me.
Irritation.
Shaving
Men
just
too.
gives
Irritation
you
of the skin.
so much
Sucks.
irritation, ingrowns, all kinds of stuff. You just get itchy. With waxing, it started out as something me and my mom did together. Shout out to my mom. She's the one
Shout
who
out,
really
Mom.
taught me.
Moms all over the world.
She would wax herself, and she taught me how to do it. And once I went to beauty school, I was more excited about like the acne side of everything and treating that. Once I did waxing, it was just second nature because I had been doing it already. So once I felt like, okay, I'm actually really good at this, I'm gonna run with it, I did. And in school, a lot of the girls wanted to ask me for advice or have me model, and because I wasn't scared to like be a model for the class.
Got it.
For them to learn, because I've done it before. So after that, I realized, okay, I can't sit in a room all day and just be quiet and do a facial. I like standing. I like the fast pace. I like talking to people. I like the connection more than anything. I feel like people love coming just to talk and tell me about their day, and I feel like you have to be a certain kind of person to have somebody just be ready to be open with you and vulnerable and naked. And
Yeah, it's a very intimate setting.
yeah, it's intimate for sure. And I love that people reassure me that they can trust me, and I'm their waxer, so it's nice.
Do you have people that are like apprehensive at first? Like maybe they show up and they're probably wearing a bikini, and like they want to spend the amount of time naked as minimal as possible.
Yeah, there are some. I mean, I have older clients. They come in and they want to keep their underwear on. That's totally fine. I always leave that open for them if they want to do that. We can always move stuff to the side, or like let's say they come in for a Brazilian and underarms and brows. I won't make them sit there the whole time naked if I'm doing a Brazilian, so they can just get up, get dressed, and then we'll finish the service. But most people are just so comfortable, they don't even care. They'll just sit there and they're like, you've already seen it all. Why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you buy them a drink first?
I know. I'm like, we should take shots before we do this. But yeah, I don't know. People just instantly take to me. And I think that's what gets me far, is just waxing just happens to be the catalyst of me, just bonding with people and talking to them. And the womanhood is really nice.
Do you find like you have to set a good ambiance like in the room?
Yeah.
Like, I'm assuming where you work out of, you took time to like kind of develop it so like it's a proper setting. Like,
Yeah.
did you think about like all the little things that went into it?
I had to think about lighting. I had to think about the music, the air conditioning, the way that they're laying, just everything. It's all a vibe, and I want to make sure everything's
Do you have a
super
set
clean.
playlist?
Yeah, I do have a work playlist.
That's what I was curious
Yeah,
about.
my work playlist is good. It
Lot of
keeps
Baby
everybody. Yeah, some Pitbull in there.
Some
It's a
people.
pitbull, just to mix it up, keep it spicy.
You gotta get them in
Yeah.
the Miami state of mind.
Yeah, and yeah, so they're good. Everyone's fine. Everyone just walks in and they already know the vibe. Set all their stuff down, hang out. It's fun.
Interesting. So how did you know? Obviously, since your mom kind of introduced it to you, did you think like you were ever gonna just branch off by yourself and this was gonna be a thing, or was it like an encouragement on your mom's part, or like how did you get to the point where you're at now?
Yeah, so she did help me with just learning the technique and being comfortable and giving me that confidence already. But once I went to school and I realized, okay, I want to work somewhere that already has all their clients coming in. So I did work at a popular franchise for a while and
Won't say no
learned
names.
so much from them. I took so many people all day long, so it just gave me better knowledge on different body types, different skin types, what to look out for. just different ways to carry myself with different personalities as well is really hard, because working somewhere like that, you don't really get to take your people. It's not your clients, you feel like it's just everyone and anyone. So you deal with a lot of crazy people and, just tough times. There were some racist women at work sometimes. I was like this close to losing my job, but.
Were they like out and about racist, like towards? Because
yeah,
obviously they see like you're not a lighter complexion.
Oh, they're just so open about it. It's weird. It's almost like they disregard me or something, because I'm like, I'm brown, so like, what are you talking about?
that'd be a deal breaker for me.
So I'm just so happy that I'm just full of all my people, all my good girls. So
is it like barbering where your customers just followed you wherever you went?
Yeah, I did it in the middle of the pandemic. So I opened March 31st, a year. So exactly a year. I didn't get to tell anybody that I left because we were closed down where I worked. And I started just calling people up that I had a couple of clients, like personal numbers, that would, call me, and I would go to their house and wax them or whatever the case. And then just word got out that I was doing my own thing. And I actually never post on social media, but I just work through word of mouth mainly.
That's where most of your business comes, is word of mouth? That's impressive.
Yeah, I don't like posting a lot of bodies on my page. It's just not my style. I don't know why. Just, what I do. It's like hair, no hair, you know?
Because that would be for me, that's like a hard way to market. Like,
exactly.
Like, you could do like the brows and a lot of like skin,
but superficial stuff. But I'm an intimate waxer, so it's just not, I don't know, just not my style.
Yeah.
So
I feel like not a lot of what I've seen on my timeline, people post like who does a Brazilian wax, or they just say it. Like, they'll show who did their eyebrows and stuff like that, but they'll never say like, oh, just got a Brazilian from my girl.
A lot of people are starting to be more and more open about it. Like, a lot of girls will post like, the logo of my place, and everyone knows I specialize in Brazilians, so that's getting a little bit more out there, which is fine. And I don't mind that people don't blast it all the time. I do have clients that will repost me, and it's super appreciated, but I'm an intimate waxer. You know what I'm about, so just come in and do your thing. Yeah.
Even I was gonna say, even if like you posted a lot more and you got more customers, is that something you'd want to take on? Is having so much more business?
I do. I love being really busy, and I love that I can make my own schedule and just really plan it out the most effective way that I can. So yeah, I wouldn't mind. I have over 300 clients right now, and it's working, and it's okay, and I'm really happy just where I'm at, just getting myself here, proving it to myself that I could do it, and open up my own space. So it's been really eye-opening being my own boss.
Were you nervous when you like knew you were gonna take the step of, look, I'm gonna do my own thing, I'm gonna run it my own way? Like, were you nervous to like make that jump?
Yes, I was so scared. I didn't think I was gonna have a lot of clients at first. I was scared about the whole aspect of being in charge of my orders, making sure everything's on time, making sure things are clean, making sure everything's labeled just in case State Board were to come in and they could cite you for sure, and everything's really expensive. And so you just have to be on your toes constantly about that, because it's not just you at your house. You have to abide by all kinds of rules.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was a little scary and tedious, but getting the permits and everything, it took me like 7 months. I did it. I just dedicated time to plan it out and execute it, and it worked, and I was able to get all my clients back.
Did it take 7 months because, like you said, you did it during the pandemic?
Yeah, it took me a while. So I had the plan in my mind for probably about 4 months, just sitting on it, and then I was able to operate.
Oh, okay. Now, you say you have over 300 clients. How often does someone get a Brazilian wax?
Every 4 weeks.
Every 4 weeks?
Yeah, that's what I usually
Do you not take
book.
them sooner than that?
I will. Some people definitely...
They have like a special plan or something?
Yeah, they want to come in sooner. They have more hair than somebody else, or their growth is a lot faster. It just depends on their preference. But I won't wax anything if it's unwaxable. Yeah, if they're going to Cancun.
They're going to Cancun.
Tulum.
Going to Cabo. But yeah, for the most part, everyone's really good with staying consistent and being on top of, okay, I have to let certain, weeks pass before I can wax this again. Otherwise, it's just, you're not going to get the best wax if you come in too soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, like, so I imagine me never being waxed before.
You have
Now it's a shocker. Like, I imagine the first time's gonna be painful.
Yeah.
That's my immediate thought.
And do you just get used to it after that, or is it just always like, I try to think of it like tattooing. Like, your first tattoo is always gonna be painful, but after that you just get used to the pain.
Yeah, so your first time getting a Brazilian for sure is going to be a little stingy. Some people like to take ibuprofen or anything, but it's fine. Just come in how you are, hydrate, make sure you don't have caffeine or alcohol in your system. Takes me about 10 minutes or less, and you just want to make sure that you're breathing. You just have to breathe. What was that?
Can you take muscle relaxers?
You definitely can if you want.
Do you have anybody that's like so dramatic, like they yell?
Yeah, I really do. It's interesting to see everyone's different pain thresholds and their age groups too. It's usually the younger girls that don't make a peep. They can take a phone call and they're fine.
Really?
They can text, they can do anything. Yeah, we're just having
terrifying.
full-on conversation about their weekend.
Yeah.
And it goes by fast because I'm talking to you during the process, so you don't really realize what I'm doing. And my touch isn't, I've heard my touch is really good, and it's not really supposed to be so aggressive as much as it should be ready. Like, the strips need to be ready and in place and just thought out, and it's just super fast once you have it all down. But yeah.
So you say you're an intimate waxer. Like, are you making eye contact with these clients?
Yeah.
As you're doing it?
I can if you want me to. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I mean, there's there's already an ambiance, music, candles.
That's
in
what
my head.
That's what I'm getting at here, because she's setting such a vibe, and she kept reiterating, "I'm an intimate waxer."
Yeah, intimate waxer.
So you be talking these women through it.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay.
I hold their hand through the whole thing for sure. Yeah, it's intimate only because, you're sitting there and you're in a butterfly position, legs out, just bare, and you can't move, and...
Don't get no closer than that.
Yeah, we have to know each other real quick.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so I do consider myself intimate waxer. It's very intimate.
Is there not, like, in your field, is there not a lot of intimate waxers?
There is, but maybe not so much as Brazilian specify, Like, I strictly do Brazilians all day, and then maybe a couple of brows, arms, and legs in there. Just, yeah.
Okay, and of the 300 clients, what would you say the ratio is percentage-wise of men and women that come in? Do you see a lot of men?
I'm assuming men would be a very small percentage.
Yeah.
Of, like, arms or back.
I probably see, like, 2% men. It's very little, but they usually get nose, backs, arms, sometimes ears. Just depends. And brows, just general manscaping.
Yeah.
I did get a really aggressive guy asking me to do a male Brazilian on him.
That'd be tough.
Real aggressive.
He was very aggressive. He texted and he was like, "You do wax?" I'm like, "Yes, I do wax."
Okay.
And he's like, "You do massage?" I'm like, "No, I don't massage." I know what you're about, though.
Wrong,
he's like,
bitch.
"Okay, I'm trying to book a massage at a Brazilian." I'm like, "Sorry, I don't do that." He's like, "What? Are you sexist? Do you only like girls?" I'm like, "What?"
I would have just said yeah.
This is exactly the reason why I don't want to do men. Like, you're just aggressive.
Do you have somebody, like, to refer them to?
I do. There is someone I know of in Palm Springs. Leah and Amber. Shout out to you guys. We used to work at... Yeah.
I wish there was a guy so he'd be like, "Yo, yeah, no, you want one?" A friend of mine, he's actually really good. He has a great touch. I'll send you to him.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
that's what I would do.
I don't know. This has to be a real place. There was a video on Twitter of a barbershop that specifies in manscaping.
Wow.
Like, you sit.
What?
Yeah, I'm dead ass serious. There was a video of this guy sits in a barber chair that lifts his legs up and they trim.
What?
Yeah.
Fernie?
Interesting.
Fernie.
Interesting.
Like, you know how they pump the seat up?
Yeah.
There was another one that, like, lays them back.
There's like a
and
hole
they
there.
They just go.
Fernie,
What?
hey,
Yeah.
they're coming for your job.
Those
bro.
videos of people putting like wax on their entire heads and ears and like all of that, it's
What?
so weird. You've never seen that?
Is that like a TikTok thing?
Like the barbers, I see some barbers do it to guys where they're just putting wax on their whole and they'll just peel it.
I've seen it for like the beards and like
yes,
the line. Yeah, I've seen
it's
that.
so
My barber
dangerous.
doesn't do that.
My barber's professional. He does a great job.
It's so
Shout out for him.
dangerous. I would never do that. Also, I would never do the very popular TikTok trend right now. It's called the one labia pull or something.
I'm sorry.
It's pretty.
We're in
It's
different
pretty
feeds.
much all
Your
over
algorithm's
Yeah.
different,
the
clearly.
entire.
Obviously.
So I'm gonna use
What the fuck?
anatomical phrases. So the mons pubis, which is the top area.
Okay.
Imagine that completely covered in wax, right?
Right.
All right.
Counting down to 3 and ripping it all off at once. That's not a good idea. There's a lot of important parts in the middle you want to be careful for. So I've had a couple people ask me for that, and I absolutely will not do that.
Did they request this because they saw us on TikTok?
Yes.
They saw it on TikTok and they thought it was a good thing.
Oh my
Like they
lord.
thought that this is something that you
yes.
should do.
Yes. You have to remember there's a lot of
Idiot.
moving parts. Yeah, and idiots. There's a lot of skin down there. There's a lot of different things. I mean, if you were waxing religiously for like 3 years and you wanted to try this, you probably could because you won't have much hair there because that wouldn't be as painful as your first time.
So over time, like your body starts naturally like
Yeah.
less and less hair. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
'cause
noticed that
we're-
with like lineups with guys.
We're
I didn't know
ripping-
that was like the entire body.
Yeah, so think about shaving and mowing grass. So if you mow the grass, it's going to be thick and short and patterned.
Mm-hmm.
But if you rip them out by the roots, it's going to be harder for them to grow back and slower. And
Yeah.
it'll be more sparse and like spread out, you know?
That's why I use the hoe.
Yeah, so as we're ripping follicles out, it's going to be a longer time for it to try to repair itself and grow the hair back. So the hair is so much thinner when it comes back in and it's not painful.
Interesting.
Really.
Yeah.
Have you ever had somebody go in like with a buddy, like that hold their hand?
Yeah.
And really,
Do you mind that?
I don't mind that just because I've been there before and it could be really scary, but once you're there, you're like, damn, this isn't anything. I could totally do this. It's fine. It was just more in my head and you're just like
I
so
think-
scared.
I think that's a big part of like everything. It's majority of it is in your head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And once you're done, you're just so happy it's over and you did it and you're proud of yourself and the confidence that it gives you when you walk out is just
Phenomenal.
it is. It's
Well, I
just
know
something
how
else.
it feels to have a good
Haircut. Yeah.
Now,
Take over the
It's
world.
the same
with that.
thing.
You could
It's
take
like I
over
like
the
a
world.
cut G, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, you just have to get used to it. It takes probably 4 months, and then you're just breezing right through it.
be more aerodynamic.
Yeah. Just glide through the water, you know?
Really,
I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say. So then it's something that it's not gender specific. I'm pretty sure it's not the right PC thing to say, but like men should be getting waxed
Yeah, you
instead of
definitely-
shaving.
Yeah, you can. And I think it's a good idea for men to get groomed there. If you don't want to do the whole thing, that's fine. But if you're someone that struggles with ingrown hairs or irritation or darkness or anything that's going on down there, it's so much better just to rip it out with wax. Don't shave it.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll say
you
so.
guys should come in for a back wax
Well,
or
I'm- this
ears
is-
or
I'm-
nose
this
or
is what I'm-
brows.
I'm warming up to that. I'm asking more and more questions.
That's what my thing is like. What's your recommendation for like guy? Because I can recommend
Brows.
hygiene for guys, but based on what I know, you obviously know a lot more.
Yeah, I would recommend moisturizer and SPF. And
Shout out.
SPF is so important. That's my game changer. It's the number one thing I love. Brows, ears, nose. That's about it. If you're not like a super hairy person, you know. I do a lot of backs and stuff, but that's usually like they're a little older,
Yeah.
like in their 40s.
Have you seen like a 40-year-old virgin situation where there's just so much hair?
Yeah. I've had
Do you
that
have to charge
situation.
more for that?
No, I charge the same. And yeah, it can be scary, especially if it's really, really thick and it's their first time and you rip it out. It's normal to see a little bit of blood. Not blood from the skin, but blood from your follicles. It's tiny. It's called pinpoint bleeding, and it's really
Be
common.
selling it now.
Yeah.
I'm on now. I'm
Yeah.
terrified.
Am I making this up in my head, or was there in New Girl where they got Brazilians?
No, they did.
I think
They
they
did.
did.
All
three
I
of
love
them.
New Girl.
They all three. Oh,
We love-
Yeah,
Aw.
huge fans.
Question for you, since you're an avid listener of the podcast, if you had to say what two characters we are of New Girl, what would you say?
Tread carefully.
Okay. I would say, I don't know. You give me kind of, I don't want to say.
Oh no.
You're not.
You
Look,
give me-
we love all characters on that show.
Well,
You give me-
who's
You're
the
not
who?
gonna offend
Who's the who
anybody.
you're speaking about?
Nick.
No. Who are you saying is Nick?
You're kind of giving me Nick vibes.
Nick vibes.
A
Okay.
little bit.
Woo!
Uh-huh.
A little bit.
I'll take it.
And what's the other guy's name? Not Pope. What's his name?
Schmidt?
Winston.
Winston. You give me Winston vibes.
I'm Winston.
A little bit.
Oh no.
Hey,
Just a little bit.
everybody loves Winston. Though.
Everybody
Nobody has
loves
a bad thing to
Winston.
say about Winston if you think about it.
It's just maybe like the way you talk. Who knows? The upbeatness, just the lightheartedness.
Yeah. There's more anger to you. Like, if you didn't. Okay, how about this? If you didn't have coffee, you would sound more like Nick.
Probably.
And it's not probably, bro. I've seen you in the morning sometimes.
Well, I mean,
I love New Girl though. It's so funny. I love Cece.
it's my comfort show.
That is, yeah, to go to sleep.
That 70s show. What else?
Freaks and Geeks.
I was not that big on Freaks and Geeks.
I love Freaks and Geeks.
I don't go back to it as much. How I Met Your Mother more.
Oh, love that.
I
Yeah.
downloaded Hulu because of it when they got it off of Netflix.
Aw.
Boy Meets World.
Aw.
Gone for
I love The Office. I will always love The Office. I
Office
can
is
watch
solid.
it forever. But I'm addicted to Sex and the City. Like, it's just how it is.
I never got into Sex and the City.
Never could get into that. That
It's
one
so
nor
good.
Friends.
What? I love Friends.
It's good.
Oh my
I
gosh.
can't do Friends.
A lot of people can't. I don't know what that is. I think it was more like if it was on in your house in the 90s when you were growing up, then you like it.
Yeah.
But
It's hard to get into later in life, I'll say
Yeah.
that.
I still love Sex and the City over everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get that. Are we good on time? Do you have the timer?
Yeah, we got 2 minutes.
Oh, okay, I was making sure. I was like, we've been going on for a while.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
change the cameras. Go ahead.
Okay.
Keep going.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're gonna have to get up in 2 minutes. But yeah, no. Sex in the City. I was not also big on Seinfeld.
No.
My parents were.
I hated Seinfeld.
My parents were big on it.
What kind of... Okay, so now I'm curious, like, the type of household in, like, as a child.
Well, I grew up just with my mother and I. It was just her. So she would put on a lot of chick flick stuff and
Nice.
feel good films, My Girl was my favorite movie back in the day.
My Girl.
I love My Girl. You never saw that one?
I'm trying to think of... It sounds familiar.
It's with Macaulay Culkin.
Oh, wait, when he was...
When he
a
was
kid?
tiny, yeah.
Yeah, when he was a kid. And, when he...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I wonder how he is now. He's kind of crazy.
Did you know he's married to
Brenda Song.
Song.
Brenda Song?
I didn't know they were married. I thought they were going out.
No, I think they're married now.
I thought they had a
Wow.
kid.
What?
Oh, yeah, they did.
They did have a kid.
Cool.
Life happens fast.
That's
It
crazy.
does.
Are they
It
gonna
really
leave him
does.
home alone, or she?
I pray to God not.
And he has. I didn't know he had a brother until I saw Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Yeah, then you see, like, the...
Then you see like the similarities of
Mm-hmm.
it.
Oh, his brother was actually, he came out in Home Alone.
Yeah, he was also
The
using
little-
Home Alone. I
He
because I
was?
started
Yeah,
watching.
he was the one with the glasses.
Mhm.
Oh, shit, that is him.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I started watching Succession, and I obviously learned. I was like, oh, he's looked through the filmography and all saw the stuff that he was in. I was like, oh wow, he was in that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's kind of
Kieran.
crazy.
That's his name?
Kieran Culkin, and then there's another one. I think there's like a third brother. Maybe
Just doesn't...
either that or my dad was making it up. I just know of the two.
He just does something, like, completely random out of the industry.
Maybe
I
he
can see
does
that.
male Brazilians.
There's guy... Like, is there...
There
I'm
should
curious.
be a
Is there a
male
guy?
waxer.
Is there, like, a guy in the valley that does, like...
There's no guys in the valley that wax. And I don't
Hey,
think
you want to get your
any,
bread up, boys?
I don't think any women want a male waxer for them. you
I
know?
don't-
I wouldn't suspect so.
I don't think women want a male gynecologist either.
A lot of them do, though. It's weird.
I'm gonna
It
be
makes
honest-
sense,
yeah.
right? A girl with
Yeah,
those parts trusts a woman with those parts,
Well, new girl reference.
Yeah. Well,
Female gynecologist.
yeah. That is a new girl.
Yeah.
I can't even say it. What did you say? Of a genius?
Of a genius.
Of a
Yes.
genius. Yeah, I'm of a genius for sure.
Well, guys, if there's anybody that wants to make some bread out there, I'm sure there's going to be a market for
There's
it.
gonna be
I think it's going to
somebody.
come to the point where it won't be as taboo because you said, like, Brazilians have been less taboo. Like, women are starting to come around to it, and there's like posting and just being more out about it. I'm sure it's going to come eventually time for guys.
Yeah, I feel like waxing is timeless. I mean, there is laser, there is other methods, but
Isn't laser like super expensive and painful?
yeah, it's so expensive and painful, and you don't really always get the results that you're wanting. And it's kind of the same thing with waxing. It's just slightly a longer time to get the results, slightly longer.
Mm-hmm.
There's gonna be some male entrepreneur out there that's gonna see a window of opportunity, just like
Absolutely.
like there's male hairstylists, and they made their way into being hairstylists. Like there's gonna be guys that see like there's a lane for this.
Mm-hmm. I think
just
so
gotta be
too.
comfortable seeing balls every day.
Yeah, well, there was actually an instructor, a really popular one on Instagram at the time of studying, going to school. We would watch him, and he was doing all the Brazilians on video to other guys, though, and we were just learning about it, but I have not met an actual waxer. Mm-mm.
It's almost like a unicorn.
And even in beauty school, there was only like 2 guys in beauty school that were there for skincare. That's it. The rest were just barbers.
I'd figure the barber one would be
Yeah.
like because they want to learn like the beard and everything.
Yeah, some barbers are actually into waxing, and they want to learn about that and stuff too to add on to, you know,
Their services.
Yeah,
You think it's taboo for them because they feel like it's like a more woman-dominated thing?
I think it's becoming more and more universal. Everyone wants to try it and do it. I think because of social media, we've seen so many videos online.
I laugh at seeing the videos of barbers, like they'll have the hot towel and then they have like the palm massager,
Oh,
but
yeah.
they try to make shit look so masculine
I
as they do it.
I know,
I'm like, bro,
it's
do you realize what you're
cringe.
like? I'm not making fun of you, but just act like you know what you're doing. Don't try to make this look cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we can both admit right now, I'm in a very, very vulnerable spot. You're obviously caressing my face. Like in any other
Yeah.
world,
If
if
you got
were-
a steamer aimed right at me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really weird when I see some of those videos. It's funny. I just laugh and I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
And they
Like,
try to have
it's-
like a serious like hard face like as they're doing. I'm like,
yeah, trying to be
you're
all
about to make out.
trying
and
to be all
it's more.
stanced up.
It's like they're working harder too. It's not
Yeah.
even. Yeah.
Yeah, honey, that's just improper
Improper
technique.
technique
Come
for
on.
sure.
Hey, get your bread up.
But yeah.
So any
I
like,
see.
like
Yeah,
you've been saying you've been doing it since you were 15, I believe.
Yeah.
14.
14.
Yeah, I've been
And then
waxing
any
at home.
Nightmare stories, horror stories that you can share with us.
I do. I have a couple back in my training days.
Oh, no.
that's-
So I had this. Well, I mean, Coachella's coming around, so this is only fitting. There was this girl that came in from, I'm not sure where, probably Colorado, I think it was, and she
Somewhere
she
very
said
cold.
she
Where they need a
was-
lot of hair.
Yeah, she said she was needing a wax really bad. She came in. She was kind of chaotic, and I remember, you know, she sat down. Obviously, she was camping or something from Coachella because there was dirt everywhere.
So this
And-
is post Coachella.
I think, yeah, or a Saturday maybe, or
Oh, she's already in
and
Coachella.
she was already in it, and there was actually like a dead worm. I'm not even lying. Yeah, dead worm that kind of crumbled out with the rest of what came off of her pants. So
Wait. So was the worm like?
I don't know where it was, but it was inside of her underwear area. That's what I know.
Oh, wow.
Because she was undressing, obviously, and yeah, so just that happened, and then, you know, I did have this funny incident with a quarter, and this was a while ago. She came in. When you're waxing, you have to be in a butterfly position. So already that I saw a piece of metal just sticking through.
Sticking out.
Okay.
And if you guys know what the perineum is on your body, it's the area between your area and your other area.
Yeah.
So
We have a male term. for it.
yeah. So
There is no term.
and
I don't think it's right though.
so towards the end of the service, you have to put your legs up. So I say knees to chest. It's kind of like a cannonball
Okay.
situation. So when that happens, you put your legs up, and if something drops, you can hear it. So
Oh no.
Was it
something
heads or
fell
tails?
on the bed. It was my tip, I think, but yeah, it just fell on the bed, and I was stunned. I mean, I was too stunned to speak, but
She's like, call it in the air.
She's all tails. I don't pay.
and so yeah, I was like,
Heads
how
you
did
pay.
it get there? How did it
double-headed
not
coin.
fall out when she was walking in because she was wearing a dress? I'm like, how does that happen? We have a quarter inside of you and it just
that's-
falls out. It was hilarious. I just took care of the situation. I didn't want her to feel uncomfortable. I put it with my scraps, threw it away, carried on with the situation,
Wait,
and it
hold
was
on. You said that
fine.
you put it with your scrap. Is there? There's a scrap like
scrap pile.
So wait, so
Oh, yeah.
This is common then that things fall
Are you
out.
just saying scrap pile like of the
of my
the-
wax
the
and
wax?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
just
Okay.
the pieces, my
not
scraps.
trinkets that she finds.
Just
It
finding
sounded like I'm like, what is falling out constantly
Oh
that
my
you have
gosh.
a scrap pile?
No, I'm not thrifting, but
No.
it's cool. Yeah,
Fucking
I just
buttons and shit.
I just played it off cool and it was okay.
Did she? Okay. This is question. Did she have a purse or like pockets or anything? Maybe she just
No.
had change. Like,
I know,
when
that's a real
she-
problem. Women need more pockets.
Yeah.
Do you
I've
see
heard
all the
that
amount
before.
of things we hold
I've heard
in
that
our
before.
hands? Yeah.
So she's just like, I have nowhere to put this, and just dropped it in.
Yeah.
We gotta
so-
think about it. Like sometimes girls like do like
Put the
their
cash.
put the cash right there.
Yeah.
It's like
I don't
well,
know
they have
about-
pockets.
Putting it in there though.
That's next level. I
It's
mean, I
next
guess,
level, yeah.
Maybe she doesn't wear a bra, so she had it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know. It just
It's unmissing.
happened. It was
It is.
hilarious. You can't really make that up, but yeah, she never knew about it. It's okay. She didn't need to
Do you
know.
think she was upset when she got home and her quarter wasn't there?
Yeah, she
What if
never
that was
came
your lucky-
back.
What if that was your lucky quarter?
She's like, she took it and she didn't tell me. Yeah, I hope she didn't know. Like, that's all I think about is I hope that she didn't
I
know.
hope she.
I hope she did know.
I don't want her to
knew-
feel
I would
uncomfortable.
want to know
It's-
if a quarter falls
look,
out of me.
It's not about you her being uncomfortable. It's the fact of
If I
maybe
was-
we should have more awearness about what's going on
Maybe
for
if we
your
were
sake
cooler.
and my sake, because that's I can't imagine
Yeah.
that being there is good for you.
No, it's not. And if we were cool, it was the first time, client a long time ago, just waxing her. I think it was in school. I don't know. But she was really nice, and so I didn't want to make her feel any worse. If it was someone I had been waxing for forever, I'd be like, girl, what? What is
I'm gonna
this?
light you up.
Excuse me? But yeah, it just comes with the job. You kind of have to read the need and figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
The need.
Yeah.
And you held your composure in that
I
moment.
did.
I-
And when I turned around to go stare and get a new, I was like, oh my gosh, just please just don't crack.
Do
Don't
you think in
laugh.
that moment, like, what else is gonna fall out? Like,
That's what
you
I would've
think like
thought.
maybe
What's next?
like it's gonna add up to $1 maybe?
Oh my gosh, I hope there was nothing else in there. Shoot, I got everything, so
Have you
I
had
saw
Have you
everything.
had a moment where like you like broken a little bit, like character, either because of how somebody screamed,
Yeah.
or
Yeah, smell and reaction, I think. Obviously, you're waxing so many people, especially working at the place I was. It was like the McDonald's for waxing. So
Okay.
you just see so
That's
many people and so many
visual.
things coming out. And it is my job to inform people of situations that I know I can help them with. I just have to tread lightly and word things nicely. But for the most part, I think I would want to know if I had a quarter up in there.
I would want to know too. Like,
I too
how
would
the
want
fuck did that get
Yeah, how? Did you sit on it? I don't know what happened. Did you get in the car?
there? Yeah. Like, I'm trying to think of the situation, and the fake scenario I came up with sounds more like logical as we go along, because there's no other possible way unless she like swallowed a quarter.
no.
But I don't even think like I don't even
No,
think
I
how
don't think so.
I don't know how that would even happen.
I don't know how. It wouldn't fall out when you walk. That's the question. How did it not fall out? I don't get it.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I feel like I would just be. My whole day would have been just like so off. After I saw that, I would be like, I don't know
She canceled
how.
all the other
How
plans
Yeah.
for
what,
the day.
what,
I'm
what else is
done.
gonna fall out in my next appointment? That's what I would be thinking.
Yeah, I did have someone's BO smack me in the face one time, a long time ago, and it was just probably, after gym situation, who knows. I never get mad at someone coming in after the gym. For the most part, all my clients are really, really awesome and super clean. They know the deal. But yeah.
Do you have like a cutoff hour to avoid that? Like maybe stop taking appointments like maybe at like 3:00 because people like get off work, try to hit the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
I am a little mindful about the after work hours, usually after 3 p.m. But for the most part, they tell me they go home and they shower and they use wipies or whatever the case may be. They come in ready for me. It's usually the newbies or walk-ins or people that just have never been waxed before, just don't know the proper etiquette. But I always let them know.
Do you notice like a certain because now because you brought up Coachella, I'm just starting to think about it. Like, is there like trends in season? Like
Or
because
busy
my assumption is, and I'm a guy, I'm an idiot. Valentine's Day, probably week before, is very common.
Very.
I'm assuming maybe like 4th of July weekend. Like, I'm
Yeah,
thinking like the
bigger
holidays.
holidays.
Yeah.
I'd say for Christmas is a
Thanksgiving
big
for
one.
sure.
Thanksgiving, New Year's.
New Year's for sure.
Yeah, St. Patty's Day, actually. I had somebody request a
That's
shamrock.
Oh, you do designs?
Is that a thing?
I do designs. I do not crazy ones. I don't think I could pull off a shamrock and do what she was asking, but I just thought it was funny that she'd asked
so you
that.
didn't do it?
I didn't do the shamrock, but
Oh.
I've done hearts, strips, triangles, upside down triangles, anything pretty much that's easy to wax with the hair.
Mm-hmm.
If it's something that's ridiculous, then I would probably need a stencil.
I was thinking a stencil.
Yeah, but I can do it. Mm-hmm.
A little heart.
A little something.
A little heart for a Valentine's
A little
Day.
initial. I'm just kidding.
Initial, maybe.
Yeah, that'd be cool. A lot of people just take everything off. I haven't really seen too many people ask for designs lately. I think everyone's just trying to get bikini ready, Coachella ready.
Maybe they don't know you can do designs.
I was gonna say, is that something you promote?
Like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they ask me, can we leave hair? And I'm like, of course, we can leave a strip of hair, triangle, whatever you want.
So can you do a map of California?
Yeah. I wish. Yeah, it's actually kind of hard and tedious to do even hearts. I have to be really meticulous with it. And you definitely have to be at least like 3 to 4 weeks grown out. Can't be super short.
Well, I'd imagine it'd
It'd be hard to
if it
see
was
the
short.
design.
Yeah.
Yeah, because some people actually want designs after like years of being waxed, and it's not enough hair and it doesn't look like anything. It doesn't. Yeah.
So do you have to like kind of like plan?
If you want designs, yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, send me a photo right now. Let me see what I'm working with.
Let's
Yeah.
see. I
'Cause
actually do.
I'm thinking of like barbers, like with like,
Yeah.
what design do you want? Okay, something I saw. Okay, show me the design. Or like a tattoo artist. That's exactly what I'm thinking of.
Yeah. Some people are comfortable enough. They come in and they're like, "Hi, you do waxing?" I'm like, "Yes, I do." And they're like, "Is this long enough?" And they'll just bare it all. And I'm like, "Okay."
That's
You
well.
It
just
is.
spit out your
Yeah.
holy shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Cool."
You're all, oh,
Oh my god.
you're all, it's gonna take 2 appointments for you.
No, never. It's always super cool. I just bring that energy though. Like I don't mind. Just
Yeah.
yeah.
You're all just next time. Please do it with people not in public. Like
Yeah.
come in.
Alright,
I recently did have to
forewarning.
put up like more privacy on my doors just because I'm in a building, so people are walking by all the time.
Because it's like different suites, right?
Yeah, different suites, and so the doors are actually clear when you get them. And when I initially moved in there, I was like, oh my gosh, these have to go. People can't look in here when I'm waxing people. So I put up this privacy window, but even with that, I have people coming up to the door and they're just like
Really?
trying for, yeah. And I'm like, the door's locked. It's obviously, it says wax on the door. Like,
Yeah.
just don't do that.
Wow.
I'm thinking, I just saw something on TikTok of this guy for his home. Instead of having blinds, it was like this reflective material that he put over the glass. And like you could still look out from inside, but you can't look inside from being out. So that
Yeah,
way
like
you don't have blinds.
I like that.
Like a privacy film.
A privacy film, yeah.
Yeah, that's
I don't know
cool.
if you could do that in the building where you're at, but
Yeah, I can do something to that degree, but I put up 2 layers of that privacy film, and then I got a curtain, so you can't see anything now.
I like a blackout curtain.
Yeah.
but you could still see that someone's trying to see. That's
Yep.
very
That's
uncomfortable.
a super
I also have
uncomfortable.
a scanner on my door that has my barcode to my booking link, so that's why people use it as well when they're walking by. So I
Smart.
can't really blame them.
Yeah.
You know, I'm happy
But
they're
the
using
whole
it.
cupping and trying to
I
look
know.
inside
Yeah,
like,
it's
a
no,
little
don't do
invasive.
that.
Like a little knock on the door would be like would suffice, you know, like if, in case.
I'm like, hold on. Yeah.
Do you soundproof the room?
No.
So like
So the next
People
room
can
can
hear.
this?
Yeah, people can
Yeah.
hear us for
Oh.
sure.
That's tough.
It's usually smooth sailing, but I do have a couple clients that their pain threshold is just crazy.
you just
And
blast Masego. Like
Yeah.
when you know a certain customer's
Yeah.
coming in.
dun, 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 dun,
Yeah,
dun,
you
dun, dun.
just whatever the the loudest volume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, a certain person's coming in. Okay, I've got to be mindful.
I don't want to
of
be
that.
too loud, but at
Yeah.
the same time, I do try to fit the music to the client. Actually,
Because you
'Cause
don't
I
want
have-
just screaming.
yeah. I
Rather
gotta
than
be
blast
careful.
Masego than scream.
And I talk to them throughout the whole process, so they don't really have room to scream usually. It's the people that are really, really scared, and they're like, hold on. You know, they make me
Yeah.
Yeah.
wait. And I'm like, okay, take a deep breath. 1, 2, 3, pull.
Do you
And
go on 3 or you go on 2?
Sometimes I go on 2. Just
Depending on the
depends.
person?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
just depends. I'd rather them not know exactly what I'm doing,
Yeah.
you know? Just get it done.
Mhm.
So that way
Solid
they,
approach.
yeah.
Well, I would say, look, Coachella's right around the corner. I'm sure. Is your
Yeah.
schedule getting busier?
Yeah,
This
it
Coachella?
is. People are filling up
knew
for
it.
sure
I
for
knew it.
Coachella. It's exciting. So hit me up if you need a wax for Coachella. I'm your girl.
Hit her up.
And guys, if you need your back done, you know, get the nostrils fixed. Takes that too.
Yeah, I got you.
I'll say in Coachella news, I don't know if you knew today, Kanye dropped out.
What?
He dropped out because Billie Eilish refused to apologize to Travis Scott.
Was that really the reason?
No, but that was
Oh,
one
I
of
was
the things.
like,
You guys remember when he said that? Like,
I
Yeah,
saw that he said
yeah,
that. It's just-
that was
Yeah.
not fair
Yeah.
for her. I was like, why would you do that to her? That's
Billy's like, all right, I'm not gonna apologize.
that's
but
crazy
okay.
though. Wow, I wonder if that's gonna change the outcome at all.
I think Coachella has a good, vast enough network to where, look, we don't have Kanye, but we're gonna get somebody else.
Yeah.
I think I think they'll be okay.
I think they'll be okay too, just for the simple fact that people love going to festivals, and it's the first time we're doing anything big in the Valley since the pandemic. You know.
Yeah, I think it was probably a detriment on Kanye's part because this is going to be the first Coachella back. Obviously, they're going to do things bigger and better. It's going to be probably structured a little different now. He kind of missed out on being like one of the first ones back, and he was like he was the headliner, right? Last day.
Yeah,
That's
Sunday.
tough.
That's crazy.
It's tough, but I mean, from his perspective, he probably doesn't need Coachella.
Oh no,
So-
they need him more than he needs them.
So yeah, he missed out on maybe the show that he probably wanted to give in 2019 this year, but still, like, if I was him, I'd be like, I don't
Yeah,
need to do that.
he's not missing
I'm
out.
selling out arenas
Yeah,
by just doing a listening party.
yeah,
Like,
That's so true. Yeah.
just
I don't
walking
need-
around in a mask.
I don't need this to where you're gonna pay me like what, probably a couple mil, because I think Beyonce got like 2 or 3 mil.
Yeah.
So probably around that same ballpark, and I have to use some of that as my budget for the stage or the setup.
Mhm.
So why don't I just do my own thing and I make a lot more profit
Yeah.
and do my own arena? I get it, but
Do you guys have any guesses on who's gonna replace,
Who knows?
or who would you want to see? I guess. Because
Snow
obviously.
Allegra.
Oh.
That's
the
my
goddess,
girl.
the only snow I love has an H in it.
Mm.
Yeah, that's who I would want to see.
I would hope it'd be somebody like that is a big artist but not super poppy, and I know I just said that, and the artist that I'm about to name, one of the artists I'm about to name
Is Poppy.
makes pop music.
Okay.
I would love to see The Weeknd again,
Yeah.
or even just like an off the wall thing of just like, I saw somebody tweet this, of Future and Young Thug, or just somebody just
gosh.
that's
I have
never
beef with Young
headlined.
Thug.
You have beef
I
with Young
went
Thug?
to Outside Lands
Oh.
and the Bay, and it
Never
was
been.
supposed to be Young Thug, and we were waiting there, and he did not come.
Oh, he canceled. He bailed.
He's a flaker.
We walked by at Rolling Loud. We didn't see his show. Some people in the group didn't want to see Young Thug. They weren't Thugger fans at the time.
No, they were not.
Thugger fans now.
Mistake.
It was me.
It was me.
It was me. I just
It
wasn't
was
a fan
I.
at the time.
Yeah, but I would love to see something like that. I mean, it's 2 weeks away. I think it's 2
Yeah,
weeks
2
away.
weekends away.
So
That's
like,
crazy.
you're kind of gonna have, like, I know Coachella usually has contracts and stipulations of you can't perform certain festivals in the same time frame.
They're gonna make an exception.
But they're gonna have to make an exception because you just lost a headliner,
Yeah. They're going to make an exception.
and it has to be somebody that's not like worthy of being a headliner.
Yeah. I hope it's. I mean, I think the easy one would be like Drake. I think that'd be the easy one.
I wouldn't want to see him.
I wouldn't. That's the thing, though. That's what I was going to allude to. Is I wouldn't want to see him. I don't think he's necessarily the best performer.
No,
But he has good
he's
hits.
not.
He
Yeah.
has good hits. I'm not going to say he has a bad catalog, but for like a festival, I feel like there's nothing that stands out in terms of like stage and production. Like you think of The Weeknd, or you think of Kanye, you think of certain artists. I gotta see that guy in person. He's not one of them.
He's not. He doesn't. And there's some people that swear that he's a great performer. I was there. He wasn't that great. And he has a lot of hits. Don't get me wrong, Drake. But I feel his problem is the set list and how he orchestrates and the songs that he chooses for
Right.
his set list. Like he could choose, do all his hits. But in the way in which you put it, it should, like, there should be a crescendo in the show. There should be low moments. There should be a lot of stuff. But I feel like he misses the ball. At least when I've seen him, obviously when he did the collab show with Kanye,
Yeah.
dropped the ball on that one. And I'm like, I feel like it's missing something. And granted, he's super successful. Doesn't need to take my advice at all. He obviously knows what he's doing. But as a listener and as a fan, I'm like, there's certain songs I would have loved to hear.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're gonna try and get Frank Ocean back because he was on the original lineup.
He's signed for 2023.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, he's signed for 2023
That's
already, and he's probably
exciting.
gonna bail on that one too. But
Don't say that. Knock on
Don't
wood.
say that.
he did this song and dance
I
already
know.
with
I
us
know.
before.
I know.
The only time he's played Coachella was 2012.
Yeah, but I'm still hopeful.
We can all be hopeful, but
it's a toxic relationship we have with him. I think as fans,
Yeah.
him more than almost I think anybody. And I'm good. He's probably at peace. He probably mental.
Yeah, I
health
feel like
great.
he's just living his life.
Yeah, but like selfishly,
he also went through a lot of stuff. What was it, 2020, with his brother passing?
Oh yeah,
that's right.
I forgot.
And so there, people sometimes forget that he's a person as well. And like I saw always on Twitter people demanding an album from him. It's like his little brother just passed away.
Yeah, he's not gonna want to make music.
Yeah, he's not gonna want to do that. So, and I'm probably he's signed on for 2023 for that reason as well. Allow him that amount of time.
Yeah.
But I would love to see Frank Ocean. I just don't. I don't think that's gonna happen.
You think
I don't even think Coachella's even gonna try. They're like, we have him signed contractually for 2023.
Let's not fuck it up.
Let's not fuck this up because this man could just rip up a contract in a moment and just whatever. He doesn't care.
It's true.
Ooh, what about maybe they're gonna go like the rock and roll or something route like that? They're gonna have.
I'd kill to see 1975.
Oh my
Hey, bro.
gosh.
Hey, look. This is all I'm gonna suggest. Kings of Leon hasn't been there in about 9 years.
Mm-hmm.
That would be great for them.
That would
fucking
be
to be
great.
Do
there.
you think that they could come up with, like, in that amount of time, 2 weeks? Like, that's a lot of moving parts for like a rock and roll band. Like
That is.
That's
for-
true.
That's a lot.
for
gotta take that
for
into
like
consideration.
a hip hop artist. All you need is your DJ and
It's true. No, that is
Yeah.
true. And like because like the amount of instruments that go into it, like they need to have like rehearsals and all that. I mean, they've played these songs thousands of times, but they practice through the set list.
yeah. The week before Coachella is when everybody does their sound checks.
That would be a hard one. It would be tough for them, but I guarantee you. I mean, shout out to Follow Wills. They got the talent to pull it off.
They do.
I feel like
I would love to see that though. Like,
I want to see a mix of that because I feel like it's like just a bunch of like hip hop.
That's true. Yeah.
EDM.
I want to see a bunch of alternative there again.
I was heartbroken when Rage didn't re-sign.
That would have been nuts to have them.
Rage Against the Machine when they didn't re-sign. Yeah, when they were signed for 2020, but
Yeah,
not.
that 2020 lineup was phenomenal.
Mhm.
God, that Sunday was gonna be so emotional. They had so many good people.
It's still gonna be emotional with Emotional Oranges.
No, it is. It is. I'm trying to think of who they would put in. I pray to God it's not somebody poppy like Ariana Grande or some shit like that. No
hold
disrespect.
on,
to
hold
her.
on.
Dula Peep.
Dua Lipa. Yeah.
Dua Lipa.
Do you have a beef
I
with
was
Dua
just about
Lipa?
to say Dua Lipa.
Dula Peep. Yeah, I love her.
Oh, I'm gorgeous.
Yeah.
Great music.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
love
just
her.
pray to God they don't go the pop route.
Oh,
Coachella, hear me now. Huh?
I said she is the pop route though.
She
No,
is
I
the pop
know.
queen.
I hope they don't.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
They're gonna have to come up with something though. I mean,
Yeah.
it's too much money. It's too much build up, and it's 2 weeks away.
They need to figure out.
And whoever this person is though is gonna get a bag thrown at them
Yeah.
for saving.
Who do we really think it is? I don't know.
Should we?
Maybe Kendrick.
Nah, he, nah,
I don't know, but he's probably. Well, he just nah. He's like, I did the Super Bowl. I'm good for a while.
Yeah, that's true.
and he just
that
won a
was
Grammy.
good.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Oh, the Grammys just happened too.
He just
are we
won a Grammy
gonna
with Baby Keem.
acknowledge
Yeah,
the
Baby Keem.
Are we gonna acknowledge the elephant in the room?
Go for it. Acknowledge it.
That is SZA. You guys, I mean,
She chipped her ankle bone. Okay.
do we?
She is a pathological liar.
It's hard.
She said
It's
she's
hard.
never owned a TV before.
It's hard for me to believe that.
What? Maybe she's actually not purchased one herself, but she's had access to one but didn't use it. So she's just saying like.
I feel
The
like
way you just described in your hand movements remind me of somebody we talked about last week's episode, and we're not going to get into that because you said that person's very toxic.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, like I think she's just a liar.
Yeah.
Oh.
She does it for a reaction. She'll go to those lengths.
Mm-hmm.
But it was hilarious because if you guys were on Twitter, you saw look. She was on a wheelchair, and then she
Yeah.
wasn't, and then
Lil
she's
Nas X was pushing her.
Yeah, like it just. I saw what happened. I was like, is she good? Is she not? I don't know what's going on. And then at that point, you brought up a good point. I didn't even think about it. Maybe she just didn't want to perform.
I don't
Yeah.
think she wanted to.
And that made so much sense. I was like, oh wow.
What if you would have? What if she would have went on stage and then just like did like? Have you guys seen the original Willy Wonka?
Yeah.
Where he's like walking with his cane
And he
and his
falls
cane
over?
gets stuck. His cane gets stuck and he slowly falls over, tumbles, and then just like
Yeah.
ta-das. Like what if
That
she did
would've
like
been
she's
cool.
going and then like just like pretends to fall?
Oh, I would have loved if she would have sold it.
She
Yeah.
could have definitely done something with that though. I
Or
would've
her
still-
like
yeah.
she pretends to fall, Doja catches her, and they just go into a song and dance, and they just
Ooh.
start performing "Kiss Me More."
Yeah.
A man could dream.
That would have been.
That would have been hard though.
Yeah.
So
That would have been cool.
I
I
lo-
do feel like she hurt herself slightly though. You just, you know.
She's just dying with the lie, though. She's just banging her ankle.
I
on
know,
her.
or she just found like fake X-rays online or somebody.
That's also a more
They
logical
wrapped her
way.
up on her Instagram.
They didn't even show us the swollen part.
Yeah.
It was already wrapped already, and they're just doing another like.
They did kind of
they're trying
wrap
to
it a little
mummify
like
her.
high
Yeah.
too. It was like
Yeah.
questionably high all over
Why
her
does
leg.
it need to be that high for
I
an
don't
ankle?
know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
wasn't a high ankle sprain or anything.
They were about to mummify her.
I love SZA though. I love
So
her.
do I.
Is she gonna be at Coachella? She was originally at 2020, I think.
Dude, I just had the line too because I was looking to see who Coachella would promote.
Who they
up,
would.
like move up, but I don't. It's gonna take me a second. Looking
Yeah, Doja's gonna be
looking
harder
for
to find.
3 letters.
She's the one pop route that I would say I do love.
Yeah,
But
she's
I was
really
looking
good.
at that too. I was gonna say maybe they moved Doja up.
I love
it's such
Doja too. She deserved it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what they might do, they could move Doja up and then like do like I don't know, who would they pair Doja with? Like
Or
with
they
a
just,
Cardi
or
B
they could
or
just make
something?
Swedish House Mafia
Yeah.
the headliner. 'Cause
Swedish, honestly, they could.
Yeah. What were you saying about Doja? About Doja?
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
what if they pair her like with somebody else, like a Cardi B or?
Mhm.
I can see them going that route, like having like two powerful, strong women, like end the concert.
Yeah, I can
And the
definitely see
festival.
that for sure.
Progressive, you know?
Her and Cardi B. But didn't Cardi B already go?
She did, and
Yeah.
she performed pregnant.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Dedication.
Yeah.
Dedication.
Yeah, she performed pregnant. This would be her. Yeah, she could perform not pregnant this
I'm-
time.
Not pregnant.
Yeah, I'm sure I do more different things on stage. Yeah, I'm sure
She
there's
was still
limitations.
doing a lot of those.
No, I know, and
it was not
hey,
holding her back.
Salute. You know, that's dedication to
It
her
looked
craft.
a little different, but she still was doing same routine.
Dedication to her craft. I gotta
Yeah.
respect it.
Do you think they get Bad Bunny on that too?
Oh, bro, if they get they could go the Latino route.
I love Bad Bunny.
Fuck,
In any case, he's welcome. Yes.
I might consider keeping my ticket if
You were gonna sell it
I'm debating on it.
No.
just because Kanye's not going?
Oh no, not because of that.
Then why?
Oh,
Then
because
what?
I'm going to Cabo, and
Oh,
I mean I could use that money.
that
for
is
Cabo.
better.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's true.
But if Bad Bunny's going, I'm gonna be 100% honest. I might have to
Reconsider.
ixnay that plan.
did you see the resale prices dropped because
Of
Kanye
Coachella?
dropped out?
Yeah.
Of Coachella's tickets.
What?
Which I
Yeah.
knew was gonna happen, but you gotta imagine it's gonna shoot back up because they're gonna get somebody good.
Whoever, if they could get a big, like we're saying, if they could get a big artist like that, especially if you throw a Bad Bunny in there. I know he's on tour right now.
Yeah,
So it'd be logistically a nightmare.
but
Anything's possible with a private jet.
I would say with the
That's
private
true.
jet and throw
Yeah.
a bag, throw a bag.
Yeah. He's already getting a bag. He's all, well, I mean, I guess I could use a couple more.
Think about that. Like,
millones.
think about that. If he has to push one date back or something like that, but you're getting an extra $4 million.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's.
he'll make it work.
I'm sure he could apologize to his fans, big guys. I know we're supposed to perform on a Sunday, but don't push us to a Monday.
Nah. If I was Benito, what I would do is super dramatic. I have like a show Friday, Saturday, and I'm doing a red eye flight straight to Coachella for Sunday.
Oh, like do it sooner?
No. Like
Yeah,
if,
like
if,
right
if he's
after.
not performing on Sunday, like
Oh,
on his tour.
but they perform on Sundays on tours.
Yeah, but I'm saying if he's not,
Oh,
or if he is.
my guess is he probably is.
Yeah, but probably he might not be. I mean, they do during the week and stuff, but if it just so happens during that time period he's not performing Sunday, he's performing on like a Saturday or a Friday.
Yeah.
Like just flight straight there, sleep, and then perform.
Well, they got to figure it out. Coachella's got to figure it out. I have faith in him.
They have the money, the resources.
Yeah, I'm not happy. You know what I'm not excited about? All the traffic and all the shit show that will be those weekends.
I live on Washington. Don't even get me started.
Oh, no.
Oh,
It's horrible.
salute to you.
It's horrible.
I live a couple blocks away from the festival, and
That's
you're gonna have to go around Dr. Carry On all the way down, and then try to get like the opposite way, not the main road.
No,
to
you
get
can't. You
there.
got to go you got to hit like the Fred Waring or Miles. Like you have to go through like certain streets.
Yeah.
It's absolutely gonna suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it works out for you. Business is booming.
Hey, business is
Booked
great
and
Yeah.
right
busy.
now.
Yes, Hot Girl Summer is here, so I'm ready.
Do you get more business in the summer too?
I do. Everyone wants to get waxed because of the pool, you know.
Yeah, pool, beach.
Is it the winter that slows down?
Yeah.
That's my guess. Because
Yeah.
people don't want to go out.
Yeah, the
They don't feel
whole
too hot?
no shave Novembers. A lot of people. Still
That's for girls, too?
participate it. They don't care. Yeah, they'll let their hair grow out on their legs for weeks.
in
Brazilians, yeah, Brazilians not so much
Something mine.
in the winter because you're covered up. So summertime, I thrive.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wintertime. I travel more.
Yeah. I do me things.
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely have more time for stuff that I want to do outside of work. Mm-hmm.
So do you have like plans and things that you have in the works for like the winter, or just like business wise?
Business wise.
Like, do you imagine you're gonna, like, in a year from now or in 2 years from now, you're gonna do
Yeah.
somewhere else?
Yeah, hopefully
Have more employees? Or
Hopefully, yeah, I'll have a place where it's bigger and I just rent out a large space where I can probably have somebody work for me and with me. So just depends on where it takes me. But I actually like being just solo right now. I want to focus on that. I've only been doing it for a year, so I just want to see where that takes me first and then run with it. But in the meantime, it is giving me a lot of time to just branch out and, you know, try to be more active and healthy and, you know, come here and just do random things that make me happy.
An idea that just popped in my head. So tattoo artists, they like travel and like they like say they're going to, let's say, Pittsburgh, and they'll post like any tattoo shops have like an open spot.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know, book me if you want a tattoo. I'll be in Pittsburgh from here to here. Do you ever think about doing like a tour?
Like
of,
a travel.
that'd be kind of
travel,
that'd be
like
cool.
Travel waxer?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I thought about it a lot, actually. Like mobile, like I can go to your house. But it's the setup that gets me. It's really hard to, like, articulate that and make sure that everything's the same, like I need it to be. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe if you like took like a Sprinter van and made it your,
That
like, you know how they do like the dog grooming and
Yeah, I
stuff.
just
what I'm
had all
thinking.
my equipment in there for sure. I could definitely do that. Then I wouldn't be able to fly, but
No, you would not.
so.
But it's
yeah.
kind of like road tripping out of it, you know?
Yeah, that'd be fun. I'd be down.
Specifically in the winter months.
Yeah.
I'd be down.
Specifically, go to where it's warmer.
Yeah, go
Yeah, I'm coming to you. Yeah, that'd be really cool. Good idea.
Would that be easy to do? Like, say you went to like a foreign country, like to get your materials, like in that area. Like, say it was something you could go to like a Walgreens and buy, or like a beauty supply or something.
Yeah, no, I ordered a specific wax that's only available for licensed pros, so you can order it online. I can get it shipped wherever, essentially. So that's kind of cool. I would just need to have my pot with me.
Start networking and start getting in contact with estheticians like in other places, and you could send your material over there. Like, okay, I'm going to be here during this time. Just set that aside for me.
Ooh, and likewise,
Like a pop-up. Yeah.
you could do an exchange with them too. It's like, oh, if you ever want to come to Palm Springs area,
Yeah, pop up,
which I'm sure they would
Yeah,
love it.
so that's why I would love to just have a space big enough for me to do my work and bring people in as well. Like just more room for expansion.
Because you set the ambiance, it's all there, and
Yeah.
then if for them it's less work. Like, oh, I just gotta show up and do my work.
Yeah, and I just want to keep it simple and stick to what I know and perfect that. And I love just waxing full body. I mean, everybody asks if I do facials or other things, but I think just that, if I focus on that, it'll be really good.
Perfect your craft.
Yep, my technique.
Dab changed the game. I don't know if there's ever been a mobile waxer. But
That sounds crazy in
I
Australia.
don't know about the
Travel waxer.
licensing.
That
yeah.
sounds wild.
I need to figure out the licensing or how to do
like
that.
state to state, like
Yeah, there's a lot to consider.
you have to
with
be
that.
licensed in those states to do it.
I'm assuming.
Don't ask for permission. Ask for forgiveness. They didn't know. They didn't know that this was a thing either.
Yeah, you do have to be licensed in each state, so that would take time as well. It's like 7 months.
I wonder if the tattoo artists, I know they have to be licensed in the state in which they work, but say if they went to, because I've seen artists go to like Germany for like a convention.
Yeah,
I don't think they've gotten a license in Germany.
It's true.
Yeah, a lot of like my tattoo artist he's always like either New York, Miami, and he's always tattooing. And in my head, I'm like, this I know him.
There's no way you're
no
paying
chance. Hey, I
that.
love him. Hey, great tattoo artist. No chance in hell he's doing it.
Maybe I can
Not even
figure
his
it out.
assistant.
No, no.
I
You
can
could get
figure
away
it
with
out.
it.
Exactly.
Hey, run
I
it up
think-
until they tell you.
I
Yeah,
think that's the thing too. You just have to know people and use your rapport.
yeah. Because it's like, look, you obviously you don't have a license here, but I trust you. I know your work. You're not gonna do anything stupid and put me at risk. So yeah,
Yeah.
tattoo
Right.
out of here
Yeah,
or
exactly.
wax out of here.
Like how I would do it, like how you said you had somebody come in from Colorado. Like if they come in from out of town, just like who waxes you back home, you know?
Yeah.
And then like I will, what's their Instagram, and then get in contact with them possibly and stuff. And, like,
Yeah,
kinda
that's a good
network that
idea.
way.
Mm-hmm.
Who's your personal waxer when it's not me?
That's true.
Because yeah, that'd be pretty.
For
cool.
the most part, I do see people that strictly come to me though that are in the valley.
Mm-hmm.
But I've gotten a few that travel from like the Bay Area or different states and stuff. So that'd be cool. I would definitely be open to that.
Yeah, let me know how it goes.
Hey, change the game.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, for those other waxers that could be possibly watching this, say your business Instagram again.
Oh, it's at SabisleekWax, and I'm Sabina Moreno, and I'm an esthetician who specializes in Brazilian. So hit me up.
Hit her up.
Travel weekends around the corner, guys. Don't and
Hot
girls.
Girl Summer.
Don't miss it. Please don't.
By the time this video comes out, it'll be, I think,
It's
the week
right
before.
before. Yeah, so it'd be perfect time for them to do it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Works perfectly.
Well, I want to thank you for coming on. I hope
Thank
you
you
enjoyed
for having
it.
me.
Hope you
Yes,
enjoyed the
it was
experience.
so fun. Thank you.
You did. I think I can speak for both of us. You did great.
Oh, thank
You
you.
did very well.
Yeah.
Oh,
I reiterate what he said.
Yeah.
Thank
Same
you guys.
sentence.
This was super fun. Yeah, I want to get more comfortable talking publicly. Yeah.
Well, if you ever want to come back on, we'll be here.
Thank you.
Of course.
All right. Well, with that being said, guys, please comment, like, subscribe, share this.
We're still terrible about
I know this should have been one of the first. You always have to say. Fun fact: you always
Yeah.
have to say these like in the first like minute
Uh-huh.
of the podcast. We always do it in the last.
I know I always
minute.
hear you guys in the beginning. Yeah.
Did you know also you can't curse in the first 5 minutes?
Yeah, that's the tough part.
Like, because
Algorithm-wise.
Algorithm wise, and they could demonetize if like certain stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if it's deemed offensive, they check the first 5
Yeah,
minutes.
but after first 5, it's
I know
free
that.
game.
Oh, cool. Gotcha.
Fun fact,
Good
guys.
to know. Yeah.
Full of knowledge.
Hey, so much game out here in this podcast. But with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in this week. Please be on the lookout. We have things coming out in the works, and we'll be posting about it on our personal pages. We'll tag you, obviously, on the podcast page and personal. So just be on the lookout, guys. Until then, we'll see y'all next week. Deuces.
Later.